What's up, family? Hope everything's going well with everybody. Hope everybody is blessed, man. You already know what it is, man. Bringing you that powerful information at all times. And some shit just popped out about this Sandra Bland case being reopened, that her family wants it to be reopened. And to be honest with you, I didn't even know that her family even got 1.9 million in the wrongful death suit that they filed. I didn't even know that they won that case. That's pretty good. I mean, it don't bring back, her life, but, they got compensated enough to where if she had any expenses that she may have had, if she had, let's say, children, that her family could be well taken care of. You never know who was dependent on her at that point in time. So I'm pretty happy that right there went on, and that she was able to, get that her family was able to get some type of justice, because without justice, it's pretty much nothing. And sometimes I'll be feeling like when it ain't justice, you need to go to war, because it's like certain things that a man like me, how I handle situations, like some shit that you do to me, man, I just feel like the only way that I feel comfortable if I seek death with a person. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to be that type of person. That's the last thing that I will really want to do to somebody. But if you get me to that limit, I feel like I have every right in this world to take you out. Basically what I'm saying. And I will do it, to be totally honest with you. But I think that it's, good in a certain aspect, that they was able to get, compensation for what they did. Now, the reason why they talking about that and want to be reopened is because the new footage from her phone got released. And you remember, if you know anything about the Sandra Bland case, you know that she was pulled over. They say, I think she was making the wrong signal or something like that, illegal signal or something like that. And when they bagged her, she died 3 days later while she was in jail. But the picture that they showed of her at that point in time, she looked dead in the picture. If anybody who really up there studied that shit, she looked dead in her picture. When they released the jail picture of her, she looked dead in the photo. She looked like they just fixed her up, laid her down on the floor, and took a picture, or stood her up and just had her position away, maybe sitting down or something like that, and took the picture of her while she was already dead. And I know a few people, that was mentioning that she looked dead, but like when I really seen it for myself, she looked dead. And I was real hurt about the situation, because not only was that she a black woman, but she was an activist. She was fighting for justice for black people. And it's always funny that when an activist, they either die or they get locked up for some type of bullshit, scamming or some shit like that. And it's only like 2 rates to go. Or if they still alive, they a sellout. You get what I'm saying? So, it really hit deep, because she was an activist and she was riding for black people, and then they killed her, which was some bullshit. Now, do I think that they will be able to, find more justice and say that the cop meant to kill her? Because he said that he was under attack. In the video, they saying it don't look like he was under attack. They trying to say that she reached for the passenger side. That's why he came out. First of all, if a person reached for the passenger side, and you think that they getting a gun, most likely 9 times out of 10 the police officer is gonna shoot. You ain't gonna pull out no taser gun and tase somebody because you thinking they grabbing a gun. Police officers don't do that. They not taught to do that. So let's be honest. You pulled out your taser gun to scare her and get her out of position so she'll be able to follow your instructions and run and let you arrest her for some bullshit when you really was targeting her. You get what I'm saying? So if they bring out all the evidence, and the evidence is proven that this nigga did that shit, that dude should get hanged. Real talk. Because if the evidence is proving that this woman did nothing wrong, and then there's certain evidence proving that she never broke the law, or that she put you in a position where you felt that you was being threatened, then you should get hanged for that shit. It's too many motherfucking officers going around right now slaying black people, and then they getting away with the shit. The shit is corny. Because they get to the point where some people get tired. We've already seen the shit that happened in Dallas, where people get tired of you doing that shit, and they start coming for your head. Every time you come around, they think that you're going to kill them, so now they're trying to kill you because they don't want to die. So I hope if the evidence proves, I hope that justice be served, because I truly believe in my heart, first of all, that he killed her on some bullshit. That they killed that girl and set that girl up to make look like she hung herself. So, if it is justice to come out there, I hope they hang that dude. And stop giving these motherfucking officers 5-10 years. Give them life like you'll give a regular pedestrian or a regular civilian. It's time for them to get persecuted by the law just like everybody else. Because the thing about it, I know that for the simple fact of me being in the hood, police believe that they're above the law. They always speeding. You're more liable to get hit by a police officer than you is a regular civilian. They turn on their lights just to get across a red light. Who does that? Soon as they come up to you, they got their hands on their gun. For what? Do you see me reaching for anything? Do you see me even trying to run? They could stop you for a regular traffic ticket and got their gun, ready to shoot you. Come on, that's prejudgmental shit. You can't already have an ideology about somebody before you even motherfucking meet them. It's a lot of people out here. I know a lot of niggas that just look grimy, but got the goodest heart. Get your last dollar out their pocket. So you can't make false judgment on somebody because of how they look. Well, I'm going to finish it off right because my storage ran out. But, man, if it's justice that needs to be served, I hope that justice gets served with that dude. And I hope that they slay him. And like I was saying, man, we need more and more motherfucking cops being slayed like a regular civilian because they not above the law. And just because they're a cop, that don't mean that they ain't dirty. You get what I'm saying? So, I think people should, I think the best thing for black people for a lot of black people is to become lawyers. Become lawyers and get into the law so where you could be able to not only establish yourself in law, but be able to change and create new laws. You see, that was one of the things, that Obama did when he first came into office. He started changing laws. And that's what we should search for. Until next time, man, everybody be safe, man. Everybody be blessed, man. Peace to the gods and the goddesses. You already know this your boy, man, Black Image TV, and I'm out.